When Jenna Cross transferred to West Hollow Middle School in the middle of October, she expected the usual: weird stairs, lunch alone, and getting lost in hallways that all looked the same. What she didn't expect was a locker that shouldn't exist. The first time she saw locker 119, she was just trying to find her own, locker 117. It was supposed to be right between 116 and 118. But there it was, 119, wedged between two lockers like it had been forced in. It was different from the others, older, dented. Rust crusted the edges of the small vent slits, and the metal looked almost scorched. She stared at it for a moment, frowning. Had the janitors mislabeled them? A girl passing by noticed her staring. "Don't mess with that one," she said, barely looking at Jenna. "No one uses it." "Why?" Jenna asked. The girl hesitated. "Because it doesn't belong here." Then she disappeared down the hall before Jenna could ask anything else. Later that day, Jenna asked the front office for her locker combination again. The secretary looked confused when Jenna mentioned 119. "You're in 117, the woman said. "There is no 119. "I just saw it this morning," Jenna insisted. The secretary squinted at her screen, then shook her head. "Must be a mistake. There's no locker 119 on our map. Never has been." That night, Jenna had a dream. She was standing in the hallway at school, but the lights were off and everything was tinted green, like an old security camera feed. She walked up to locker 119. The door creaked open on its own. Inside was a deep black space that didn't look like it could possibly fit inside a regular locker. A voice whispered from the darkness, "You opened it." She woke up gasping, heart pounding. Just a dream. The next morning, she tried to ignore the locker, but it was still there, right between 118 and 120. She reached for it, curious now, half convinced it was just a prank or maybe a broken utility locker. Her fingers brushed the cold metal handle. Click. The door swung open. The inside was pitch black. No books, no hooks, not even a back wall, just darkness. Deeper than it should have been. Suddenly, something darted forward, fast, and grabbed her wrist. Jenna screamed and yanked her hand back. She fell to the floor, clutching her arm. Her skin was cold, like ice water had poured over it. When she looked, there were red marks. Fingers. Other students had turned to stare. A teacher rushed over. But when Jenna pointed to the locker 119, it was closed again. She told them what happened. They checked the locker. Empty. The janitor said the locker had been sealed for years. "We don't use that one," he mumbled. Not since the accident." "What accident?" Jenna asked. He just shook his head. "It's best if you don't try to open things that don't belong." But things got worse. Over the next few days, strange notes appeared in Jenna's notebooks. "Don't feed it. He watches. Once it touches you, it never forgets." Her friends began avoiding her. One boy told her his little sister had started screaming in her sleep after seeing Jenna at school. "She says something's attached to you," he whispered. One evening, Jenna stayed after school for a makeup test. She was alone in the math wing,